guys, let's do another guide for the Illusory Tower Floor 3 for this month's limited time challenge. And I'm gonna do this with my Mahito as the green DPS because quite a few people have actually been requesting for this, to be honest. The strategy is identical to the one I already posted yesterday. I just simply swap out the green DPS from Ghetto to Mahito. I think Yuji would also work here as well because if you actually take a look, the enemy actually apply curse technique decrease, not just the main boss but also the two side mob minions as well. Curse technique decrease, so physical attackers such as Yuji actually have an added edge there. But I was trying it with Mahito and still works nonetheless. Someone also specifically asked me not to use non-standard, and I'm using Pride here just to show you guys it works. So yeah, you guys can just replicate the strategy. Everything is going to work here. Now, Gakuganji. There was a bit of a fuss about whether Gakuganji is needed or not. I do feel like if you do not have Hello Purple Gojo for this floor, then you kind of need Gakuganji, mainly because you need a way to kill off the two side mobs, and all of the other green DPS are single target attacks. Now, something I did notice, which could be quite interesting, is actually if you take a look at the description for the main boss, he doesn't actually get stats increase after 40 turns. It's actually only the two minions which get stats increase after 40 turns, which actually make me wonder. I mean, I don't really want to try this because I feel like it could take absolutely ages to actually do that. But if you seriously do not have Gakuganji and you don't have, Domain Megumi to replace him, and you do not have, Hollow Purple Gojo to just do an AoE nuke, the only other alternative I can suggest with you guys is put Yaga into this slot. Basically, start off with the same strategy that I'm going to be doing here. What you're going to do is that rather than Mahito nuking and focusing only on the main boss, what you're going to do is you're going to take out the two mob enemy first with your ultimate attack. Now, this by itself is already going to take you a while because for you to actually charge up the domain expansion, I think it normally takes about like 8 turns. So just killing off the two mob enemies is going to take you like 16 turns, and then only then you will be focusing on the main enemy boss. And because the main enemy boss can actually recover his own HP, it could turn out to be very, very long battle. But the nice thing here is that he doesn't get that insane buff after 40 turns. So in theory, provided you have a way to heal yourself, which is kind of why I put a Witch from Pass, and maybe if you want to be even safer, you want to bring another AoE healing one as well, if you happen to have it. The new one with Shoko in its picture. Let me just show you guys. No, it's not this one. Which one is it? This one. If you have this new Recollection as well, which can also do an AoE healing, if you have both of them, I think you can actually out-sustain the enemy boss by literally just killing off the two mob first, and then eventually wear down the enemy by doing more attack than whatever he's able to recover. So that could be the other alternative if you do not have Gakuganji, but just be warned, even though it's feasible or possible in theory, you could literally be sitting there an hour if the enemy just keep on recovering his own HP, etc. So just bear that in mind. But anyway, today I'm going to show you the strat where I do use Gakuganji and just nuke it with Mahito. And the idea is that obviously you'll be stacking up off your buff. You double stack Pride so that you can go for a nuke on 10-6. It won't be able to actually kill off the enemy like with the skill level I have, which is like level 10 on the buff skills and also level 9 on my ultimate attack. It still wouldn't even able to one-shot it, but you will be able to almost break the enemy, and then that buy you a few extra turns where you can then work towards charging up your next ult, etc. In fact, I don't even think my Mahito need the second ult. I'll kind of finish off the enemy with then the attacks from Nanami and Gakuganji anyway. So it's definitely doable, and even if the enemy end up recovering his HP, 1 or 2 times, it's still going to be fine because you just have to wait till Mahito get his ult again. So this strategy definitely works. And in case you are wondering why I'm playing Nanami here instead of Yaga, check out my previous video on how to maximize your damage, and you would know that if you are actually playing Kaito, your supporter should be Nanami rather than Yaga, because that's how you can actually maximize damage, especially if you are also using Pride as your recollection as well, because this is a curse technique increase. Now, the last tip I'm going to talk about is basically going to be the skills you want to use before you finish off the two mobs. Is that I believe every 3 turns, the mob will be able to use their special attack, which is able to drain away all of your curse energy. So what you're actually going to do is that you can just go all out with the support skill from Gakuganji and Anime on turn 1, it doesn't really matter. However, on Kaito, you don't actually want to use his skill 3 straight away, because remember, this is a buff, which means it can be stacked. So instead, what you're going to do is that you only will be using this on turn 2 and turn 3, and that basically allows you to stack twice the buff on Gakuganji and also Nanami for turn 4. So even by turn 3, when the enemy actually suck away all of your cursed energy, it doesn't really gonna matter much, because you would then have 2 stack of this buff, which is able to give 17 curse energy each, so that's already 34 curse energy. Then you plus natural 10 curse energy regeneration you get every day, every turn. You already start off with 44 curse energy just at the start of turn 4, even if they have sucked you up completely dry, and that's going to be enough for you to do back to back curse buff support skills afterwards. And then what's gonna happen is that this costs 30 curse energy, and also which basically means like you only be able to use this every 3 turns, and it just so happens the enemy only will be sucking away your curse energy every 3 turns as well. So what's just gonna end up happening is you will just be using this every single time before the enemy just suck away all of your curse energies, to ensure that your Nanami and Gakuganji basically always have a bit of a curse energy extra in order to do their support skill straight away on the turn afterwards. So that's pretty much the only kind of like technical thing you have to bear in mind. Other than that, it's just a simple task of stacking a buff and nuking with your Mahito.
さてどうしましょうか。
そうさの。
片付けます。
集中するんだ。始めようか。
ここが踏ん張りどころです。
ほらほら、どうしたの？
暗い。
やっぱりこっちじゃないとね。
そうさの。
手早く。
集中するんだ。始めようか。
ここが踏ん張りどころです。
後ろは任せてください。ほらほら、どうしたの？やっぱりこっちじゃないとね。
片付けます。
しっかり始めようか。
気張っていきましょう。
後ろは任せてください。
暗い。
ほらほら。
マイル。
片付けます。
今なら俺でも。どうしよっかな。
ここが踏ん張りどころです。
暗い。
ほらほら。
そうさの。
片付けます。
今なら俺でも。始めようか。
ここが踏ん張りどころです。
暗い。
ほらほら。
マイル。
さて行きますよ。
今なら俺でも。今ならいけるね。呪連素術。
対象の7対3の点を弱点にする。私からは以上です。今です。
暗い。
領域展開。自閉エンドンか。
気は熟したぞ。
片付けます。
しっかりしろ。どうしよっかな。
ここが踏ん張りどころ。
あ、ちょっといじっちゃおうか。
やるな。放棄。
手早く進ます。
集中するんだ。始めようか。
行くぞ。
ちょっといじっちゃおうか。
放棄。
片付けます。
集中す。どうしよっかな。
気張っていきましょう。
後ろは任せてください。
くらい。
ちょっといじっちゃおうか。
そうさの。
手早く進
今なら俺でも。始めようか。
ここが踏ん張りどころです。
呪連訴術。
くらい。
ほらほら。
そうさの。
手早く。
集中する。始めようか。
ここが踏ん張りどころです。
くらい。
あ、ほらほら。
参る。
さて行きますよ。
集中する。どうしよっかな。
気張っていきましょう。
皆様前に集中を。
行くぞ。
無意転変。
気は熟したぞ。
さて行きます。
集中するんだ。始めようか。
ここが踏ん張りどころです。
ほらほら。どうしたの。やっぱりこっちじゃない
気は
よね。
熟したぞ。
さて行きますよ。
しっかりしろ。始めようか。ほらほら。どうしたの。
覚悟せい。おわ。
対象の7対3の点を弱点にする。私からは以上です。
行こうか。
今です。では今日はこれで直